Bonjour, this is your flute. As you can see, we've done all the customizations. You've got your root chakra, fetish block, totem right here, and you've got your lovely cedar mouthpiece, and all of these delicious red waxed linen bindings, your this sunburst, sort of star sunburst wood burning engravings on the finger holes. These are your tone holes. They're just supposed to be left open, so you don't have to close them with your hands or anything. This will be your positioning. And on the back, we've got that last symbol that you wanted right here. And that was fun to create. I've initialed the flute inside, and I will play it for you briefly, and then I'll explain a couple things. That's without any effects, just the natural volume. It's really loud. So you can play this outside, and it will have a beautiful, beautiful texture and timbre to its voice. And now with effects. So you can just kind of hear that. You can take it to a whole nother place if you ever wanted to do a recording of it and have somebody put some digital effects on the instrument. And this is just a little bit of reverb and delay. So that's how the flute sounds. It's magical. Very magical little piece. To give you some quick pointers that I incorporated into your email. So resting position is, so I would say right hand on the bottom of the flute, these three fingers, and left hand on the top of the flute. If you're comfortable doing it the other way, some people being righty or lefty with their hands, they hold the flute differently. When you're using a Native American style flute, especially if there isn't too many finger holes, you can hold it in any way you want. But traditionally, if you wanted to hold it like most classical musicians would hold the instrument, it would be right hand on the bottom and then left hand with the peace sign on these two fingers up top. Okay? And so this is 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that technique that I wrote in your email is keeping 1, 2, 3, and 5 down and blowing just a little harder. Then if all of these are open, you can blow here like this, a little harder, and then you can whip and quickly lift up only 1 and 2. And that is an advanced technique that you can incorporate into the phrasing and the general scale climb. There's also some extra notes like that's some extra notes that are in the instrument. So just keep this video handy in case you need to go back to it for reference. And generally that's about it. In terms of maintenance, I would say you can use walnut oil, a little bit of olive oil, um, linseed oil. You could use carnauba wax, which is like a natural wax or beeswax type paste. And if you wanted to like buff the mouthpiece or the flute to bring back some of its luster, it has a really nice high sheen on it already, and that's just the natural the shine of the bamboo after hitting it with the blowtorch. So there's not much you necessarily need to do. If this ever gets loose, just try to tighten it back again. It's just held in there by just a regular bow style knot. So it's designed so that you can take it on and off. Sometimes, if you're playing, or if like let's say you wrapped it with a cloth or something, and maybe some lint or like a piece of fabric or a piece of dust gets inside of here, it's designed so you can take it off, blow it out, and then put it back on again if necessary. But for the most part, you should be fine. And it's set in a way where there's a ridge back here that the cap can't slide past, and that's the position that it's supposed to stay in. So if it ever moves forward this way, just slide it back as far as it can go. But aside from that, it's pretty on there, just held by the tension of the leather. So don't get nervous if it moves around. You just shift it back and keep this tight. And aside from that, that's about it. It was a real pleasure creating this magnificent instrument for you. I'm really happy with it. I hope it fits your hands nicely. I believe it should. And I had one of my friends play it just a little while ago because I've been making flutes for a very long time, and I have a couple friends that play a little bit, and I gave it to them, and they were able to make some noises on it and have it play very easily for them. So I'm very excited for you. So it should be a very peaceful and easy instrument to step up onto at first. So enjoy. This was a really lovely custom order, and I'm happy that you get to have one of my flutes be your first flute. So blessings and my deepest thanks to you. And I'm going to mail it out, and I will I'll give you the tracking number in a little bit, and I'll just be in touch via email. So blessings and take care.